Carnival of Carnage. Our main event of the night for the WMC Cruiserweight title defense for Nathan Carnage Corbett. All thanks to Prime, ladies and gentlemen. This title defense to be contested over 5 3-minute rounds under full Thai rules. Please welcome out our challenger tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Thailand, Leonard Sipholek.
Leonard Sipholek of Thailand about to make his way out to centre ring. You talk about extensive records and you talk about Leonard Sipholek. A record of 116, 35 and 11. The man that Sipholek Jim says, Hammer, cannot be knocked out.
You're right, Michael. Talking to Frank Sipholek, his trainer, earlier in the night, he said Leonard has had 120 amateur boxing fights as well. Add on to that 162 Muay Thai fights, and he's never been KO'd. So that's pretty impressive from Leonard Sipholek, who's also the WMPF world champion in the 79 kilo weight division, which is, I suppose, super light heavyweight.
So the final blessing ringside here from the man who looks like the Sammy Davis Jr. of Muay Thai,
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Leonard Sipholek.
And we await the emergence of Nathan Corbett.
I'm watching you guys.
As the Carnival of Carnage is about to roll in our main event.
The world champion, Nathan Corbett.
A huge ovation as always every time Nathan Corbett steps into centre ring.
Commercial construction as the Carnage.
Nathan Carnage Corbett makes his way to centre ring, pound for pound, one of the best Muay Thai fighters, not only in Australia but all around the world. The question has been for so long, who can stop the Carnage? Who can possibly put an end to the rampaging ways of Nathan Corbett? Well, Leonard Sipholek thinks he may be the one to do it here tonight. And Sipholek gets his crack at the WMC Cruiserweight World Strap.
Ladies and gentlemen, Evolution 13, our Carnival of Carnage. And tonight has been a carnival. We have brought you only the best gladiators that we could find. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the night for the WMC Cruiserweight title. Introducing the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. At 84.5 kilos, he's had 220 fights for 180 wins. Fighting out of the Sipholek gym in Thailand, the former WMC Intercontinental Light Heavyweight Champion. Please welcome Leonard Sipholek.
Leonard Sipholek, who's fought from a middleweight back in his amateur days through to a light heavyweight world champion and now challenging the cruiserweight division.
Fighting out of the red corner. He's had 43 professional fights for 41 victories. Fighting out of the brand new Team Carnage gym on the Gold Coast. He is the WMC World Champion, Nathan Carnage Corbett.
And only 2 losses on the record of Nathan Corbett, those being to Paul Slewinski and Alex Roberts, both men who now ply their trade as heavyweights on the K1 circuit. So in just a moment's time, we will be ready for 5x3 in our main event. The Carnage's WMC World Cruiserweight strap is on the line. And the question is, can Leonard Sipholek be the one to stop the Carnage? And can Carnage be the one to knock out the seemingly unknockoutable Sipholek? Third man in centering, the one and only Murph, the contender referee, Brian Murphy. The voice, Michael Chavello, ringside with former Australian Cruiserweight champion, the Hammer Mark Castanini. From the sold-out Sleeman Sports Complex in Brisbane, we are ready for Evolution 13's main event on the Carnival of Carnage. Australia versus Thailand, Corbett versus Sipholek. The Murph calls men into centering. They'll touch gloves. And the time for talk is over in our main event. Leonard Sipholek, the southpaw fighter, meaning he is a left-handed fighter, which means, of course, Hammer Carnage will try and plough through the centre with that straight right hand.
We'll try and work the straight right and the straight right elbow, also stepping through and in. Last time out, we saw Sipholek battle. He was very much in the clinch a lot with his opponent. And didn't make for such an entertaining fight because there was so much of the in-close clinching and a lot of stalemating going on with the grapple. But that looks to be a little bit different this time round. Hopefully he'll work on the outside, and certainly the Carnage will, because he's always eager to stay on the outside and bomb, especially with the right elbow.
Left hand there from Sipholek. Carnage has already thrown the right elbow, trying to crack through the forearms of Sipholek. Was the forearms that he damaged on his last opponent at Explosion, Spezhny Meek of Germany. And on that occasion, Carnage actually broke the forearm of Meek in the opening round with a crossing overhand elbow. Outside thigh kick, Sipholek checks it, throws a left-hand counter. Balk right hand, turning lead hook from Sipholek, and sticks out the jab. Off the right hand does the southpaw. So a solid work rate from both these fighters in the first round. We are set for 5.
Interesting to see Sipholek just using the push kick and just jabbing out with that leg, keeping Carnage at bay, because he knows in close, if he lets him break down the range and shut the gap, Carnage is certainly going to throw those elbows. And you can see Sipholek is well aware of the Carnage's elbow work.
Step in uppercut elbow from Carnage. Double forearm guard as Sipholek went under the elbow to the liver section of Carnage momentarily. All tied up, nothing in the clinch though. No knees, no elbows, and the Murph calls both men to separate. This is what Carnage likes to do. Back the opponents against the ropes, control centering, and get them into a position where he can unload those golden elbows. Just upsetting Sipholek momentarily. Thumping elbow, looking for the schnoggin. Uppercut from Carnage. And this is more like the Carnival of Carnage, wreaking havoc in the first round. So some confusion there.
Yeah, a bit of confusion. Sounded like actually someone tapping on something that sort of simulated the sound of the bell.
So the fake bell has caused a bit of confusion. Overhand right there from Sipholek. Throws out the rear left hand. Teep kick to the midsection from Sipholek. Nothing cleanly getting through, though, for the man from Thailand. And once again, Nathan Corbett just stalking his opponent around the ring. That's the real bell. End of the first round, 4 more to go. Hammer as we go to the towels.
I tell you what, he was almost saved, I think, by the fake bell there, Sipholek. Carnage rattled him well and truly, and was just starting to open up when there was a halt to proceedings.
A couple of those elbows are stung in, so just take your time, use your hands, everything off the hand. Jab, hook, move to your left, chop.
There's Bully in the corner there of the Carnage, Team Carnage.
Frankie Georgie also helping out as they reinsert the mouthguard into Leonard Sipholek. We are ready to roll. Second round of 5. First round unofficially, we'll give it a 10-9 to Nathan Corbett of Australia. It is Corbett's WMC World Cruiserweight title up for grabs here tonight.
A nice step up, jump knee, short jump knee from Sipholek there. And he's really not giving Carnage a lot of respect. Keeping him at range. And he's looking pretty comfortable, as he should do, over 280 fights.
All tied up and they tango back against the ropes. Again, no knees, no elbows being thrown in the clinch. Carnage has never really been a big clinch fighter though, Hammer. He likes to throw the elbows from the outside and who'll prefer to dig away to the opponent's body with his beautiful body rips and also kicks the legs.
He's got a good lead body rip, as he just showed us then, the Carnage. But yeah, he's a rangy fighter. Doesn't usually get in the clinch. It's not an area that he's comfortable in, or I think he likes to war in, so he stays on the outside and likes to be right in that elbow range. Also the hooking range from that elbow shot as well.
Again in the clinch here, one knee from Sipholek, and Carnage is out of there, not willing to engage in the grapple. Downward elbow strike, almost looking for the esophagus area of Sipholek, and a beautiful turning left hand, crossing right elbow. And this is solid combination work from the Carnival of Carnage. The champ is on a streak here in the second round, another turning left hook.
Tell you what, Sipholek's copped a couple of good solid elbows, especially that forehead region, and another one. Starting to, some lumps are starting to appear over the brow and on the forehead. There's been some big shots landed.
Tie armband just slipping down on Nathan Corbett. Again, he'll want to line up Sipholek when he's got the tie-based fighter against the ropes.
We've got to say, what a sensational show Evolution Promotions have unveiled here tonight. Capacity crowd and good action from the first fight, in fact, all the way through the card. So Evolution done another great job culminating this world title main event.
There was a nice uppercut elbow there off the right arm from Nathan Corbett, trying to sear the nose off of Sipholek. Step up round kick from Sipholek, but once again, Leonard Sipholek failing to find any sort of power salvos on a very crafty and aggressive Nathan Corbett here in the second stanza.
Still keeps chopping away though, he's giving it a go. The tie, Leonard Sipholek, but one gets the feeling that since the weigh-in, Carnage has certainly looked to have beefed up the better of the two, and looking a lot more solid. Wider back, wider through the shoulders. Therefore, he's going to be able to generate a lot more strength in the upper body.
Crossing elbow from Carnage, looking to take his left ear off, and an overhand elbow going for the money box maker. Front kick to the midsection from Sipholek. End of the second round, Hammer. 3 more rounds to go, and this is Nathan Corbett in control.
See Sipholek there trying for an elbow of his own.
3 rounds to chop him down. You don't have to do it in the next round or the next 2 rounds. Just work.
There's the lumps we spoke of.
He's opening up for a lot of things and you're missing it.
Has on his forehead via the right elbow of the Carnage.
Point where you're back to the Carnage of old, where as soon as it sees it, your body reacts without you thinking about it, you know?
Richard Walsh there, very calm corner. Carnage's corner. No one gets overly flustered, and they just work the plan and they work it well.
Third round of 5. In our main event, the WMC Cruiserweight World title on the line. High right round kick from the Carnival of Carnage. Goes to the rib cage again of Sipholek. Sweeps the kicking leg of Sipholek. Nicely done. Beautiful threading left hand there from Leonard Sipholek. Just lacked any firepower behind it. And again, have a look at the defences here of Nathan Corbett. Scooping the front kick out of the way. And coming over the top with the overhand elbow. Once more in the clinch, Corbett not really doing a lot. Sipholek throwing a couple of knees to no avail. And the Murph just keeps it nice and clean, brings them both back to centre ring. Uppercut elbow from Carnage. Do you feel sometimes, Hammer, that Carnage almost has too much reliance on the elbows?
Well, he's trying to live up to his reputation now. As the man with the golden elbows.
Oh, how about that? The lead left hook from Carnage, smack bang on the kisser. And Leonard Sipholek, who his trainer said could not be knocked out, has certainly been knocked down here in the third. The eye's still out there, Hammer.
He shakes it off and gets up. His legs are still shaky. Will Carnage be able to finish him off?
Leonard Sipholek is in all sorts of bother now.
Downward elbows, roundhouse elbows. Carnage is letting them all go, and Sipholek's wearing them sweetly.
Oh, crossing elbow again from Carnage. This is Nathan Carnage, as we love to see him on full-blown assault on his opponent. And there's nothing really Sipholek can do but try and hold on.
Oh.
Elbow uppercut there from Sipholek. Missed the target. Carnage ties him up. This round has been all one-way traffic to Nathan Carnage Corbett.
I tell you what, he's been hit with some solid and sharp elbows, Sipholek, but nothing's cutting him. He's just getting these bizarre lumps appearing from the elbow strikes.
Leonard Sipholek has taken more shots than Peter Weller in the opening scene of RoboCop, but somehow he is still standing, even after an uppercut, flush off the right hand.
And he fires back as well. What a lot of heart. What a lot of heart from this Thai.
Jab 2 from Carnage, left hook again from Carnage, crossing elbow from the Australian. He is doing an absolute number here on Leonard Sipholek. Sipholek seemingly has no answers to the sheer aggression and sheer in-ring awesomeness, Hammer, of Nathan Corbett at this stage.
Well, Carnage just having his way in elbow department, and he's really starting probably to wonder what he has to do to stop Sipholek, because at this point he's worn the shots and he's worn them well, and he fires back. Fires back with even...
A round of complete ownership for Nathan Corbett. 2 more rounds remaining, and Hammer, only a near miracle, I feel, could pull this one out of the hat for Leonard Sipholek.
Well, he's just in survival mode, but have a look at that drop by the left hook, wore the uppercut flush. Again, Carnage just unveils the hands on the Sipholek.
A cut in a very bad place there over the left eye, under the left eyebrow of Leonard Sipholek, and you can bet that that's going to be like a target for Nathan Corbett to sling the elbows to. Interesting to note here, as I look across the ring, Sipholek sitting down between rounds, Corbett standing between rounds. The Aussie is ready to roar again, Hammer.
There's a bit of trouble. I'm just getting some gestures that there's a bit of trouble, perhaps a broken hand of Sipholek.
The doctor has stopped the fight due to a cut over the fighter's left eye.
No, that cut, it looks like, is in a very bad place.
On his head. Also, I'd like to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, that the challenger actually broke his hand during the first round, and he continued to fight for 2 more rounds.
That's
so please,
gutsy, Hammer.
give it up for our challenger.
Well, I'll tell you what a gutsy, awesome effort from Leonard Sipholek. Broken hand, that's probably why he wasn't jabbing. I noticed he was only throwing off the rear hand, and one of his arms was totally inactive, and now the answer is found.
I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it takes a strong man, it takes a tough man, it takes a determined man to get in the ring against Nathan Carnage Corbett. As I said, Leonard broke his hand after round number 1. He opted to continue fighting for another 2 rounds. I'll tell you what, that's what it's all about. Please give it up one more time for our challenger from Thailand, Leonard Sipholek. Our Carnival of Carnage tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Evolution 13. Still WMC Cruiserweight Champion, Nathan Carnage
Who is truly the best in this weight division? Is it the Australian who once again has the WMC strap around his waist? Or is it the king of the ring from Holland, Tyrone Spong? Will they meet in the future? Only time will tell, and perhaps quite a bit of money and the right circumstances. Meanwhile, it's back to Thailand for Leonard Sipholek.
We're going to grab a few words from our world champion, ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Corbett. Mate, looking good, feeling good. Another good win.
Yeah, no, to be honest with you, I was off tonight. He definitely threw me off with the southpaw. I haven't fought a southpaw for about 5 years, so it threw me off a bit. And then, got to be honest, I wasn't that happy with my performance, but, you know, just got to keep fighting through. Started to fire myself, so it's unfortunate that he couldn't continue, but that's Muay Thai, so...
Now, I'll tell you what, a pretty tough bloke, though, he did a fracture in his hand after the first round. He opted to continue to come out. That takes a bit of guts.
Yeah, we all knew that he was going to be a tough fighter, and, you know, from the start, I was prepared for that. Yeah, full credit to him. He's a good boy, and good luck to his future.
So words there from the champion Nathan Corbett, retaining his title in front of a sold-out